Hello!
It comes in.
We'll just have to keep replacing the pieces, I guess. Yeah, for the ease of getting it done would be just replace the boards. It won't take as much effort to do that. And maybe next year we'll revisit the idea of the landscape timbers.
Okay.
Because we'll see, like, how much is going to rot away in this next season. Because if it's the majority of what's left of the 4 beds, then it's like, maybe we should go to something that's going to last longer. Because the older you get, the harder it is to do things, and most especially if you have any kind of mobility issues or anything that affects your energy levels, thyroid issues or anything like that, or even chronic pain, because that causes extra fatigue. So that's one of the things I'm looking at, but it's like those Vivo 4x8 beds are like $200-something each. We can't do that. It's definitely going to be better to just kind of stick with these beds for right now. With me being sick so much, husband just getting over the broke leg, we really don't need to take on extra by having to totally redo all the beds. So, I mean, maybe we should just do one a year. I don't know, but I think for right now, with everything going on, we're just going to replace the 3 pieces of lumber that we think we need the most, and that's that. So, you just got to do what you got to do. Hey y'all, this is Marie from our Okie Homestead. Still working in the garden a little bit at a time. Got that part all cleaned up. You can actually see the flooring again. So my next step is I'm going to be removing all those pieces, getting them up, and then getting in here to get this shoveled out of here. My joke of a compost. Pepper on patrol. Just making sure all the chickens and turkeys don't get in the garden. Ain't that right, Pepper? So next step, get this dirt out of here and get it in the wheelbarrow and go fill up some low spots in the yard. That's about all I think that dirt is good for at this point. But that coastal Bermuda just took it over and killed all those strawberry plants, which is a total shame. They were, this was like their 3rd year, so we should have been getting like the biggest berries off of them this year. I'm gonna have to start all over. Those are a little over 8-foot beds, like my 4x8s, and so I'm kind of positioning them the same. My plan is, once I get this corner emptied out, maybe along the fence line, I can use the blue mineral tubs and use those to grow stuff in. And then that way, that's not something that can get taken over by the grass and whatnot, because I'll just pull them over enough away from the side. See how things grew up between the fence and the bed? That fence, not spraying anything on it to keep stuff from growing, just caused everything to grow and grow right into the bed. I really would rather not ever have to do this job again of removing all that grass that got growed over. I can't be out here every season getting up this grass that takes over like this. So hopefully this year I'll be able to get it. It'll be a little bit easier to maintain. But I've already figured out, as I'm going along and fixing this bed, I'm gonna have to shovel all the dirt back from this side for us to be able to get in here to replace this piece. Same thing with that bed over there. He just went ahead, went to the lumberyard, picked up the boards that we need to replace these boards that are rotted, and we're just gonna do that for this year.
I'm sorry. Went too fast, huh?
Yeah, now I can.
Show them what damaged the termites and stuff.
The ants. Look at them. They're all in it. You done stirred up a whole bunch of them.
Well, do we have ant spray out here?
I don't think so.
I gotta go back.
Yeah. Them ants eating that wood. What a mess. I'm gonna really upset the ants when I get in there and try to smooth that edge out some and get my fabric back where it's up underneath the edge of the bed. This is the problem with wood beds. We got some wood to try to fix it. We may just fix it good enough for this season and figure out something else for next. I don't know. I have to be careful over here because of that grass. I'm going to get that roots and all out of this one. Working in the garden again, some little bit at a time. Going to replace the wood. Husband picked up like a week ago so I could fix these beds. And we get out here working, trying to get it done, and discover it's the wrong size boards. So he's got to make a trip back to the lumberyard to get the right size boards. So that actually gives me, it takes 3 boards to make one bed. And I'm like, we can't take the wood back. It's been sitting out in the weather and everything since he bought it, because I didn't care, it was coming out to the garden anyway. So I wouldn't know where to put another bed. Oh, maybe over in the other garden. Interesting. He went to the lumberyard and told him what he needed, and we didn't measure it or anything. So then we get home, and of course it's wrong. So he's got to make another trip into town to take care of that. And of course we didn't discover it until I get it all ready to replace the board, and then we hold the board up there and it's like, why is it so much taller? Because it's a foot wide. It's not 10 inches, it's a foot. And the other boards are 10 inches. So in order to make it match like it should, or as close as possible, we need the right size boards. So I guess why he runs and goes and gets the boards that we need, I can finish getting the dirt away from the side of this one. There he goes. I'm going to take this one apart so that when he gets back, hopefully we can throw that board in over there and then be able to throw the board in over here. This other bed that was against the fence, he was able to use a dolly. That coastal Bermuda grows like a vine, and it had it like tied down. He caught the dolly to be able to get it moved, get it undone from the grass. So I need to get my chainsaw in here and cut this little tree down that's trying to grow. I need it leveled off so I can go ahead and put the fabric over there too. I need to put fabric here. I just came so far with the fabric and then stopped, and I had used that old flooring because I wasn't sure exactly how this was going to end up. Well, when I seen my compost ended up nothing but a big old thing of grass and weeds, there's no point in even messing with that. So I'm going to finish getting that up, get the fabric down, get our pieces in place to fix the beds. I don't think I'm going to add back. I don't know, we'll see. I may not add that 2x4 back. Got that board replaced and this end piece replaced. I don't think I'm gonna mess with putting 2x4s on the top because it is nice to be able to sit on it. But the bad thing is the wasps like to get up underneath that edge of that 2x4 also. And I don't need to sit on the edge of a bed or reach a hand over thinking they're all's good and end up getting stung. So I'm not even gonna mess with replacing those. Plus, me and dear husband was talking about it, and these beds are, replacing these boards, and these other boards that are rotting on here these other boards are rotting too, so they're gonna have to be replaced by next year. With lumber being what it costs, sure don't want to go out and spend the money on like cedar or something like that doesn't rot as fast. So I went ahead and dumped some ash in here. I'm going to smooth it back out around the edges, and then I'll put some fertilizer in it, and this bed will be ready to go. We're expecting another freeze tonight, which does not surprise me. So I have not transplanted the tomatoes or peppers yet. This bed right here with the hoops. After this freeze, my plan is go ahead and plant. This is going to be a bed of nothing but tomatoes. because I'm going to have a couple of indeterminates here on the end, and then my Romas will be here in the rest of it. And I've got the hoops ready so that if I need to cover it with plastic, if we get one more freeze after this, then they'll be protected. We wormed all the goats and gave them all their shots and copper bolused them. Brownie, the brown goat, she's already bagging up, so it's going to be in the next 30 days. We're going to have to start having baby goats. I've got a project with the horses I want to do and show y'all, and that's going to be recording every day changes as it happens. Well, it's that time again. He's like right on my tail. Yeah, we're gonna get the farrier out and get them hooves done again. Oh my goodness. Everybody's hooves need to be done. Everybody's shots need to be done. Everybody's worming needs to be done. Ginger and Addie. Bandit's telling them, stay back. He's like, they don't need to be up here to get my food. Oh. Standing guard to make sure that Josie gets her food, because that other group, they just like to chase her off. And she looks okay, but I'd like her to look better. So I'm eager for the coat to shed off, so she will. She's just a fuzzy right now. Some of her hair's coming off. I was rubbing on her. So yeah, I just wanted to make sure she got her fair share. Now, I've got food in these other troughs too, but Addie was being such a witch that she was going to chase Josie off when she heard me put food here. You gonna go around there? Josie got done over here, so she's gonna go eat some more of that other, which is good. Ooh, that sky is pink back off over there. Everybody doing all right down there?
Yeah.
Are you doing all right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they've kind of settled into their spots now. So that'll get it for tonight.
Bye-bye.
Y'all have a good one.